Namaste. Welcome to my channel As Within So Without, and in this video I want to share very important rituals, mantras and tantra practice related to serpents worship, that is the Nag sadhana. So just for information, Nag and serpent is one and the same thing. Before starting, I want to share that there is a lot more information available on the internet, and what I will be sharing here is my own experience. Please bear with me as I try to put my undescribable experience into words. I will try my best to explain it. We all know that serpents are very much closely related to the most profound deities. So Shiva has a serpent wrapped around his neck, and Lord Vishnu also has it. Not only this, but these serpents are also an integral part of various forms of Devi also. The most important thing that goes unnoticed is that Ma Kali is stepping on the chest of Shiva. So, as a result, the serpent being on the neck of the Shiva under Ma Kali's feet. That is the reason serpent worship can bring wonders to the devotees performing Ma Kali's worship. The people who are new to Ma Kali sadhana can ask for the Nag Dev blessings. They can chant the mantra, and it can greatly help them to balance the intense energy of Ma Kali. Let me tell you more about experiences of Nag Dev worship, how it feels like, and what exactly happens on invoking the energy of Nag Dev. First of all, please understand that for the mantra energy to start working or manifesting for you, it has to get activated first in the auric field. The energy bodies of the person should start receiving the energy of the mantra. It can be felt like a sudden calm or a feeling of peace while chanting, or goosebumps on body, chills, so prophetic dreams. If any of this is not happening, then that means that the mantra hasn't been activated and the frequency of the chants has to be increased. A point to be noted here is that if any of these signs has been happening, it is just the first step. So still an increase in the frequency of the mantra is required. The mantra will start manifesting and fulfilling wishes when it moves you towards action. This is the right time now to use this mantra energy for your own benefit and wishes fulfillment. Coming back to the Nag worship, the energy of the Nag mantra has to be activated first in your auric field. Once the mantra energy starts flowing in a person's energetic bodies, it is going to give a sensation of something moving in a zigzag manner on your skin, on few body parts. It may feel like tingling in a zigzag manner, but it will never be straight. This happens because Nag Dev's energy first cleans and purifies the aura, chakras, almost as if being in a shower. This way, Nag Dev greatly helps the devotee to allow Ma Kali's energy to enter peacefully in a person's energy field. In this case, as the energy of Nagdev has already paved the pathway for Ma Kali by already purifying the energy field, the intense energy of Ma Kali is going to be manageable by a devotee to a great extent. Nag worship also works the same way in case you are stepping into the worship of Das Mahavidyas. They are also very intense in energy and not at all easy to deal with. The energy of Nag mantras, if present in your aura, will hold that intense energy of Ma Kali or any Ugra Devi, and will slowly transfer this to your physical body step by step. Please understand this carefully. The energy of the Nag mantras, if you are chanting it and if it is present in your aura, it will hold that intense energy of Ma Kali and or any Ugra Devi, and it will slowly transfer this to your physical body step by step, layer by layer. The most common issue with the people is that they are very much prone to the negative entity attacks, especially after intense sadhanas and mantra chants. So you can watch the video link here. The energy actually gets stolen by these negative entities, almost sucked out of you. Nag mantras are very, very effective in such cases. The energy acts as almost unbeatable protective shield to the devotee from these entities. But the working pattern of Nag energy is little bit strange. It works in a different pattern, like it will allow the entity to enter inside your energy body, inside your aura. And then suddenly the Nag energy will catch hold of a negative entity, poisons it, kills it, and sucks its energy, sucks that negative, dark, heavy energy, and it will throw out in your own aura, thereby making it sweep your own chakra blockages, your karmas, and other negative entities and other dark energies. This feeling is actually not describable in words, and also this experience is unique in its own way. This process might cause little tiredness and slight headache because apart from your physical body, the entire process is taking place parallelly. Again, as negative entity has been made to sweep away the blockages, it increases the playground of Ma Kali's energy to do its job. Another important aspect of Nag worship is that its presence is going to be of a fatherly figure or fatherly energy which is present, that that secures and guards at all costs, but at the same time it will make you feel the presence of itself every time. A strange experience can be there. It can be a feeling of something, something wrapped around all over your body. It won't obstruct any physical movement of the body, but still a feeling of being, gently tied up. This is how they hug and make the person feel loved and taken care of, and also give a sense of being protected at every step of life. An addition to the experience can be that as if some shadow behind the head, almost standing 1 to 2 feet above the head, and it is wide at the same time. So for example, I feel it like behind my head, almost covering this much space, 1 to 2 feet, and it is wide, spreading like this at the same time. So almost covering the entire head horizontally and vertically. A surprising experience I would like to add into is that Nag mantras can also cause some skin dryness or shedding of skin from certain areas of body. This is a sign that energy body and chakras are into a reformation stage, or maybe rearranging their energy to connect with your divine purpose or with the divine energies. Ma Kali's energy first attacks the chakras to work through. At this stage, Nagdev energy and Ma Kali's energy work in collaboration to realign the chakra system. A person can enjoy a lot of material gains and luxuries through energy of Nag mantras and Nag worship. In day to day life, also, everyone has difficult energies to deal with, that is, people with different behaviors to deal with, where the path forward is obstructed or almost blocked, or there is a lot of hindrance in the path. In such situations, Nag mantras help to navigate through zigzag way and with smart tricks. Uh, Understand this way. See, Nag moves forward in a zigzag way. So similarly, it can help a person to navigate through the problem in a zigzag manner and move out of stuckness with maybe providing you with some different perception or a different thought or maybe a different way to handle a situation. So now let us talk about Nag Tantra and its rituals. Nag Tantra is highly impactful and it can be safely practiced at home. Please keep in mind the intent and energy should be pure, never ever intending to cause harm to someone. Using this Nag Tantra practice, which I'm going to share, using this Tantra practice with good intentions towards yourself can prove wonders. So, I am sharing a picture here which I used for my Nag Tantra practice. So, in this picture, I'll explain. So, there are two serpents intermingling with each other. They are rising up together and then they are merging in the higher dimensions. Please take a note of this picture carefully. Some of you have also might have seen it previously. Uh, so as you can see, there is a shivling in between them. So this also clearly signifies the union of Shiva and Shakti. This basically depicts that the energy is rising up from the root chakra to the crown chakra in a serpent formation. The worship of this form of serpent is highly recommended to the Kundalini awakened ones. There can be nothing more miraculous than this form for Kundalini awakened people. Meditating on this can lead to experiencing higher consciousness at a fast pace. Like your spiritual graph is going to go this, like this. Uh, you can take a print out of this photo and you can also get it framed. The image should be clear enough to work with or to meditate with. You can keep it in your temple. Additionally, a Nag Yantra is required. So here is the photo of Nag Yantra. You can use it. Now, the chant of the mantra is to be done with the Nag Mudra. So I'll tell you how to make a Nag Mudra. You have to take your hands. Yes, this is the Nag Mudra. You can see the photo also in the screen. This is the Nag Mudra. So you have to place both hands close to your heart chakra and then you have to chant the mantra. So you, by making this mudra, you have to keep it close with your near your heart center and then you have to chant the mantra. So you might feel in 5 7 minutes that this part, that is the elbow, might get tired. So you can put a cushion or a support near your elbow so that the mudra, you will be able to make the mudra easily and the chant also will be more comfortable. The mantra is Om Nag Devtai Namaha. And another one is Nag Gayatri Mantra. And the mantra goes this way: Om Bhujangeshai Vidmahe Sarparajai Dhimahi Tanno Nag Prachodayat. So this is a Nag Gayatri mantra. You can get it easily from internet. You can chant any of the two mantras, whatever is comfortable. So the first mantra was very, very strong in attraction of the Nagdev's energy, almost very quick in response. The time when I called upon, especially while experiencing entity attacks, the it was almost like immediate transfer of energy into my energy system. The second one, that is the Gayatri mantra, felt to be realigning my chakras, almost rotating them clockwise sometimes and sometimes anti-clockwise, causing vibrations in the body. So you can go either ways. The colors that are to be worn during the Nag Sadhana is black and red in combination. And this is the basic process of Nag Tantra Sadhana, and it can be a gem for everyone in spiritual journey. It is never going to leave you empty handed. And last but not the least, This tantric practice of Nag sadhana works best when wish fulfillment focuses entirely on oneself. Whatever wish it is, the focus is entirely on oneself. So, meaning the playground of Nag energy should be you, not some other person in this case. Abstain asking for Nag Dev's energy to work for someone else. You can recommend this practice, you can share it, but do not perform this Tantra practice on someone else's behalf. Else, it can badly backfire on you. And once your wish fulfillment is done and your practice gets completed, you can offer coconuts and red flowers as an offering to Nagdev. So this is all for today's video. If you feel connected to this video, then please ask divine protection from Nagdev by affirming the word protect in comments. Please understand this energy is quite quick, very fast on response. So be open for instant energy shift after this affirmation of the word protect. Also, requesting you to read through the message that appears at the end of the video. For any guidance or questions, you can write to me at the below mentioned email ID. Hope you like this video. Thank you so much. Namaste.